Yeah. People who are watching, the video's a little bit choppy, but the sound is still there, so that's what matters. So, first of all, thanks for having a chat with me. I know it's not always easy to share your
No
story.
problem.
Share your story, so I really appreciate it. Can we start by talking about how PTSD entered your life?
Yeah, sure. It was actually, I didn't know what was going on with me. It was we never talked about mental illness or anything along that line, alone PTSD. So I had my first overdose,
Really, hey?
and that's when,
So you had
yeah.
you had an overdose from dealing with from your medication from dealing with PTSD?
Yes, because I wasn't really sure what was going on because I wasn't seeing anybody.
Yeah.
And wasn't learning about it or nothing like that. I was just getting pumped with medication, pretty much.
Okay. So you were getting pumped with medication because you were diagnosed with. Were you diagnosed with PTSD, or do you just know you have it?
At the time, it was just a mental illness. He didn't tell me what it was. No,
When?
I guess.
Well.
So yeah.
When did you first? Okay. Well, when did you first start noticing like something has changed in you?
I think I started clinic and I started going there, and then I was noticing, oh, there's something where get this figured out.
So you started going to a clinic. What was the reason that you started going to the clinic?
Yeah. Well, I had my first overdose. He figured there was something wrong, so I needed to figure that out.
Yeah.
At first, they thought I had just depression, major depression or whatnot. Then when I opened up and I started talking, I had my flashback. And that was the hardest.
You had the flashback. Well, what, may I ask, what was the overdose on?
Oh, God. I'm sure I had Prozac. I had Ativan. I had... you can name off that you can get. I'm sure I had it.
So was it that you felt like it just wasn't working and you just took more than you were supposed to?
No, and hi, baby. And I was like, do this no more. I just can't. So that I just took all my pills and I ended up in emerge and ICU for 12 days, actually.
Really, eh? Why did the doctor put you on all these pills?
Scary. What?
What was the reason that the doctor put you on all these pills? What did he diagnose you with?
Depression, I think it was mostly back then.
Was this...
Because after...
Oh, sorry, keep going, yeah. Because you're cut. I think, I keep thinking that you stopped talking because you keep cutting in and out on my speaker here.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, you're really choppy.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's weird.
Okay, well, let's go back. We were talking about your medication, and your doctor prescribed you the medication because of depression. Did you feel this depression coming on? Did you feel a change? And like, how long were you dealing with depression?
I had depression for got diagnosed with PTSD. Depression is something else going on, and I need to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm only getting parts of what you're saying. You're cutting in and out. It's let's see if there's anything I can do. Yeah. There's not much options here, but yeah, you're cutting in and out. It's hard to keep up with what you're saying.
Me now?
Yeah, you go really clear, and then partway through a sentence, I lose like a word every sentence. Excuse me. The depression, was it brought on by any sort of trauma or anything like that, or was it just from life in general? Do you know what brought it on?
I think what happened is that I got triggered. I was watching Jerry Springer actually,
Okay.
and that's what happened. Mm.
You got. I'm sorry, I'm not following. You got triggered really bad from Jerry Springer, and that's why you took all the pills.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, but that's not what I asked though. Do you know what brought on your depression? Was it, everyday life, or was there some kind of trauma that you went through? What brought on like the mental illness?
Yes. Well, I was put up for adoption.
Yeah.
Struggling on that way.
Sure.
Had trauma back in my childhood.
Childhood trauma. Yeah, that's some of the worst things to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to hang up with you and call you back because this is really bad here.
Okay.
We can't make out what you're saying.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to hang up here and I'm going to try calling her back. You can see on the screen. There she is. All right, let's see if this works any better.
I'll go on my phone and see if that's better.
Yeah. No, it's a lot better already. You're not cutting in and out already.
Okay, so it must have been the laptop.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I hit the wrong button then. There we go. Okay, so where were we? We were talking, you went through childhood trauma. Yeah, that's definitely a lot to go through to bring on depression. And you went from that to getting prescribed a bunch of pills. And then you got triggered from Jerry Springer. I could understand that.
Yeah.
And that's when you overdosed.
Yeah.
All right, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, that's... So, what happened when you took all the pills? Did somebody thaw on you? Were you you were out in your house, I guess, watching Springer?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
At the time, I was with my boyfriend at the time. He found me, called the ambulance, of course, and we went and got there. 12 days later, I had all kinds of doctors coming at me saying, why did you do it? Why did you do it? And I'm just like, I don't know. You're the ones that got to tell me what's going on. So I went to the steps through the STAR clinic, and that's where I figured out there was something going on.
Wow. So what's the last thing you remember the day of the overdose?
I didn't want to live no more. Didn't want to live. I just remembered this is enough. I can't deal with these flashbacks that it keeps on coming at me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do this anymore.
Yeah, I can understand. You just want to release from all the stress, eh? Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're going back to where my childhood, my trauma came to my childhood. So I'm back to a little girl.
Yeah.
And so it was a lot to take in for sure.
Something really triggered you on that show, hey? Yeah,
it was. I don't even remember what the show was about now, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
But something on there that really triggered me. I don't know what it was.
Did you black
brought
out?
It on.
Did you black out from all the medication?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what, did your boyfriend find you on the ground or on the floor?
Well, my ex-boyfriend at the time, not together now.
Yeah, okay.
He found me on the floor, and he called 911, and I was in ICU for 12 days.
So, hi, Rhonda. When did you wake up?
I woke up around 12 days later, and the doctors figured that I wasn't going to come out of it.
You were out for 12 days.
What?
You said you were out for 12 days? Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. They thought I was going to have brain damage.
Yeah.
Because I took a lot of heavy pills, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All prescribed.
Anyways, I came out and I'm walking, I'm falling.
And all these pills that you were given were prescribed pills, eh?
Yeah, from my family doctor. That's what happened at the time, right?
Yeah.
I just go to him and say, well, I can't sleep. Okay, here's a sleeping pill. Well, now I can't function in the daytime. Well, here's an upper. Well, and I can't go to stores. I can't do this. I can't do that. Well, here's another medication. Here's another medication.
Yeah.
Right? So.
And were they working?
Yeah.
Were the pills working?
No.
No?
No. Not really.
How were they making you feel? Can you describe what the pills were doing for you? If anything?
Yeah, no. They weren't.
Because I've heard a lot of...
Right now, I'm only on one medication. That's for sleep. And that's for my nightmares. And that's it.
Okay. I know I was a pill popper for a while there when I was still in the military. And by the end of it, they were just making me feel like a zombie. I didn't feel like a real person. Is that kind of what you were feeling from all the pills you were on?
Yeah, pretty much. I was a zombie. I couldn't feel nothing. So it was great for the first little while, but then eventually I still have to work. I was a manager at the time, so I had to manage things, and it just couldn't work.
Yeah. I couldn't drive on the medication that they had me on. That was a killer for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Are you still seeing the same doctor?
I am family doctor, but I went to a psychologist after, and she straightened out my pills and did everything, so that worked out well.
That was my next question. After the overdose, what did the doctors do about your medication?
Yeah, well, she took over. The doctor at the Star Clinic, she took over, and she just weaned me off all of them pretty much. And I started with just minimum amount, right?
Yeah.
So it was a hard 7 years. I won't lie.
Yeah, it must have been a hard adjustment too with changing the pills.
Yeah. And I've done that many times.
You got to go like a week or 2 weeks on, then try them for a while. Then you got to wean yourself off on them, and that's right. And it can be hard on your stomach too. Pills can be hard on your stomach.
Oh, definitely.
Right, harder than other things. One thing I found when I was on all the medications I was taking for mental illness, is the pills really cut out my sex life.
Yes,
I had zero interest in sex.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna wave my hand to Terry. We got somebody watching she said, "Wish I understood you guys. I am fully deaf. Hope all of you are doing good."
Oh.
So, are you seeing any other? You got a family doctor? Are you seeing any kind of mental doctor, like psychiatrist, social worker?
Yeah. I was seeing all them.
Yeah.
I was seeing a dietitian because I couldn't eat.
Right.
My anxiety was up that high. I couldn't eat. So I'd have a day just for doctors. So I'd see at least 4 doctors a day.
Wow.
Every 2 weeks.
4 doctors a day every 2 weeks.
Yeah. It was draining. But I just went to see my doctors there the other week, and now I'm only down to 2.
Wow.
So.
Seeing 4 doctors every 2 weeks can be stressful alone.
Oh, yes, definitely.
I hate the waiting room.
Yes.
I'm starting to believe they need to hire somebody who can entertain in a waiting room. Sometimes I feel like going there and start reading poetry or just start telling jokes or something, because I feel bad for the people in the waiting room.
I know some of them, and then some of them are in there like probably crying or something, right? And I'm like, oh God, I need to hug you, or you need to go somewhere because of my anxiety is gonna go up.
Yeah. I totally agree. Oh,
Yeah.
let's see. Yes, Rhonda, yeah. The YouTube channel later. Sorry, somebody asked me a question. Are you, so you said, yeah, you're seeing, you're down to 2 doctors.
Yeah.
You said one, so one is like a physical examination kind of doctor, family doctor?
Yeah.
And what's the other
family
one?
doctor. And the other one's a counselor that I see every 2 weeks, but now I'm going to once a month.
Once a month?
Yeah.
You finding it help?
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
Cool.
It helped a
That's
lot.
Excellent.
God, just May before, I went off work again. And I thought that was the end. I committed suicide again. I tried again.
Second
I
time,
stopped
eh?
at it, to the conclusion.
Okay.
And after that, when I done that little outburst of that, I went to her and she said, Leah, you need to figure out what makes you happy. And that's your number one thing. You're not happy. You need to be happy first.
Yeah.
And that's what I figured out. Like, I wasn't happy. I wasn't alone with all the mental illness because I got diagnosed with bipolar too.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was hard too because you can't control that. That's a chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
With PTSD, you can control it in some ways. But, so that was hard to deal with too. So in May, I had to come off work and had to get medicated right and stuff like that. But now it's January and I'm loving life.
That's a lot on your plate, though, eh? That's how's your stress levels?
Good now.
Yeah.
Actually, I went to Costco today, first time.
You went to
In a long
Costco.
time.
Listen, as somebody who deals with PTSD, let me just give a shout out to you because going to Costco can be a huge trigger for a lot of us that deal with mental illness. Costco.
Yeah.
I can't go to Costco without smoking a joint.
I went there with my friends, and they're wicked, so they knew exactly, like, if I was getting stressed out or if anything was happening or something like that. They keep watching me, and
so you have PTSD buddies to go with you.
Yes, yeah.
That is excellent.
I have a good crowd, I gotta say.
It is so excellent to have friends who understand your PTSD.
Yes.
That is excellent.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My kids are excellent at it. I wouldn't be able to deal with it if it wasn't for my kids. They're like a service dog.
Yeah. you need that certain somebody to know, right?
Sure you do.
Exactly, because there's sometimes that you don't know, like a panic attack's going to come and happen, or or something's going to trigger you, or you don't see something, but you're somebody else that's with you do see it, and you're like, okay, get you out of here as quick as I can.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
do you know your triggers? Do you know what triggers you?
What?
Do you know your triggers, and do you know what triggers you? You do?
I do, yeah. Loud crowds definitely triggers me.
Definitely, yeah. Anything else?
It depends on situations where I'm too. Like, if I'm at parties, I'm okay if I know the people that are there. If I'm at, like, say, Christmas time, you're going to, Aunt Susie's house and you don't know who's going to be there, then you're like, okay, you're back.
Social anxiety thing kicks in. Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
I know that well.
Yeah.
What do you do when these triggers come on?
My lip balm, actually.
Lip balm.
I have a lip balm with me 24/7.
And what does that do for you?
I don't leave my side.
What does that do for you?
The smells on the lip balm.
The smells.
It grounds me.
Smells are a huge grounding technique. Smells can be a huge trigger, and it can be huge at grounding. When I was a kid, I was almost burned in a house fire. So when I smell certain soot, I am brought right back to that fire. Just the smell is like, there's my finger. It's instant, right? But I know lots of people who a smell can calm them down really quickly. I have a friend of mine. She is a EMS driver, a paramedic up in Calgary, and I love her trick.
Yeah.
Her husband is a huge cool down for her, right? Her husband helps her a lot. So what she does when she knows she could possibly get triggered that day, she puts on his underarm deodorant, right?
Wow.
So when she gets triggered, she'll take a finger and touch her underarm and smell the deodorant, which makes it feel like her husband is in the presence with her, and it calms her down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the smell.
Wow, what a great idea.
Yeah, but now my friend who does that, she is very funny, right? So when she told that story to me, she told it way. I'm gonna tell you how she told it. She goes, Jamie, what I do when I'm triggered is I take the deodorant and I put it on, and then when I'm triggered, I take my fingers like this and I put them under my arms like this, and then I smell them like this. I feel better. And anyways, her telling the story, she's priceless. She's good as gold.
Yeah.
But that's just great, like having these little tricks that work for you.
Yeah. I work in Eastern Health now, food service. And every now and then, like, I can't have my lip balm with me all times because of scents and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I had to figure out another thing to get me back to grounding and everything. And it took me a while, but I figured out, like, touching something cold.
Yes.
Like, put my hand in the cooler or something like that.
Yeah, I know lots of people that hold a piece of ice. They hold a piece of ice in their hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Rhonda's watching. Rhonda says she loses lip balm all the time. She can't leave the house without it.
Yeah. I'm always with my lip balm. I can't do without.
Can't do without, yeah. But there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody is different. If it's the one thing I know about mental illness is we're all different. We're all different, and we all need something different to help us cope. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And if lip balm is what you need to get through, that's a small price to pay. A lot of worse things in the world to be addicted to than lip balm.
It's funny because you come at my house and there's lip balms everywhere.
Is it? I can't keep it in the house. Whenever I buy one, my son takes it. It's like gum. Can't keep gum in the house.
Yeah.
He takes that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you could go back in time to the little girl before the trauma, what would you say to her?
Right now, I'd tell her it will be okay. It gets better. It'll be okay. You'll get through this. You'll have your days. Don't worry, because I do. I totally have my days. But you'll be okay.
Yeah. That, you know what? I would tell her the same thing. You will be okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any tips you could
That's
give?
another one.
Any tips you could give anybody out there who's watching? I know this video is going to inspire somebody.
I think the very big thing for me is that happiness is a big key to mental health. With me, I wasn't happy for a long, long time, and I didn't realize on how bad that took me down. I could take all the medication in the world, but it didn't really do anything, if that made sense.
Yeah, it does.
So I figured that out, that you have to be happy, and you got to be happy with yourself before you try to get better, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. I think that's something a lot of us forget to do. We spend a lot of time taking care of other people and worrying about other people. And we forget to look after ourselves sometimes. And too often we forget to do something fun for ourselves. I'm guilty of it too. We should all take a moment and try to do something fun that we all like to do. Something I also have been learning to try to do is the next time you go to the bathroom, take a second, look in the mirror, and say something nice to the person you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're all great people. I don't care what anyone says. Every person that has a mental illness and has gone through trauma is a survivor. And they've gone through
Yeah.
some horrible shit. But you know what? You're still here. You've been through some horrible shit and you're still here. You are strong. You are a survivor. And you're going to keep surviving. Right?
That is so true, Jamie. That's so true. That's what everybody should be doing.
Yep.
We think we're down so much down on ourselves, and that's what happens.
We are our own worst enemies.
We don't think.
Right? That's the thing with PTSD. PTSD makes you into a person that you don't want to be. And PTSD makes you push people away.
Yeah.
But the last thing you want is to be alone. Because when you're alone with your own thoughts. And your own thoughts are the worst.
Well, very.
Right? So
I was at the point that, like, I used to always say to my friends, no, I'm not going out, I don't bother, I'm fine, I'm all right to stay home. And then the minute that they're gone on, I bet you they don't like me anymore. They're not going to call me no more.
Yep.
So you're your worst enemy.
You are. We are. Right? And that's what happens, see, because you get PTSD, you get triggered, and what do? You go hide in a room, you go hide down in the basement, you go hide in your safe zone by yourself. Now, you're trying to process it, but a lot of times it's just never good. You're so mad at yourself. You're so full of guilt. Right? And what's funny is you probably think that you probably got triggered from a person and now you reacted and went too far and you think everyone is mad at you and you feel guilty. And it's all in our head. I don't know how many times I think somebody's mad at me and they're not actually mad at me. Right?
I know.
You just
I'm the same way.
Right?
Yeah. Constantly saying, I'm sorry. Yeah. It's like, what?
Yeah. How are you for getting your groceries?
I'm doing better.
Yeah.
Like today now I went to Costco and Walmart at the same time. And watch out.
Listen to you, man. Holy.
I know.
Yeah.
It was a big day. Now I'm wore out now. I feel like I ran 15 miles.
Well, you just went through a lot of triggers, right? You went through a lot of triggers, but you went through a lot of stuff that could trigger you. Matthew's watching. Yeah. Matthew says we overanalyze ourselves. You are so true, Matthew. That is so true, buddy. But yeah, you're definitely tired. Yeah. You know why you're tired? Because you just went through the Walmart and stores. So when you went through there, your guard was up.
Oh, definitely.
Your guard was up huge, right? And when your guard is up and you're going through all that, you come home, you are exhausted, mentally exhausted. You probably feel like, not that you can sleep, but you feel like, I just want to lie on the couch and watch some TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
What I says to my wife, I said, it's time to go home, watch Netflix, and make love to the couch.
Yeah, that's right.
Not on the couch, to the couch.
Yeah. So true.
But it's true, yes, because you're so mentally drained.
Yeah.
I think
you try to explain people that, right? And they're like, but it sure is only Walmart. You're like, yeah, only Walmart. Do you know how big Walmart is now?
Yes. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad if that person behind me in the line up at the fucking till didn't have to get right next to me with his nose like right here. Why you gotta be so close, man? Like, get out of my fucking personal space. I'm gonna make a pair of PTSD pants. I'm gonna call them PTSD pants. And what it is, you ever see the clown pants where their belt buckle's like really round? Like they got a hula hoop in their pants? I'm gonna wear that big ass hula hoop so people can't get close to me even if they wanted to.
I'll buy them.
Yeah, I'll wear them too. Big ass round pants like that. People got to be at least 2 feet away from me at all times because that fucking hula hoop. But it's
so true. So true. Right? Why do you have to be on top of me in the lawn?
Exactly. Right? You're trying to look over my shoulder, trying to see my PIN number. Well, guess what? I ain't got no money.
Yeah, that's right. You're not getting it. Get over it. Yeah. I just spent it.
Yeah. You can't get no money. Why? Because I got to get the last $5 to fucking some charity. Every time you go to Sobeys too, would you like to give $1 to the fucking foot fungus charity? Man, can I just buy these apples and go to fuck home without having to give to some charity? Jesus.
Yeah, right?
I
And I feel like I have to do it every time. I can't say no.
Yeah.
I probably just done it like just enrolled in another Sobeys.
Yeah.
But I have to do it again.
Exactly, yeah. Or you just went in and bought all your groceries. You said, all right, fuck it. I'll give $1 to the foot fungus people. And then you go up to the car and you go, shit, I didn't get any coffee cream. And you go back in. You pay for your coffee cream, and they're like, want to give $1 to the foot fungus?
Yeah.
And you're like, I was just here. I just gave $1. You remember me. Why are you even asking? You know it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Can I just
I believe I have it plastered on my forehead.
Yeah.
She will give money if you ask.
Yeah. They make it even harder now, because now they'll have like some kid soccer team at the end.
Yeah.
I can't help it. When you put a kid there with a jersey on, I was like, oh, fuck. $5 right off the bat.
I know, right?
Right? You're tugging on my heart now. You got kids involved. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off topic. That's awesome. Okay, where did we leave off? We were talking about, you were giving tips. Yes. Tips about how to deal with PTSD. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all pretty much what I do. That's all I think that everybody should figure out first, is that they should be happy first on who they are, not what they got. I was horrified when I found out when I was bipolar too. I cried and cried and cried for days, and then my PTSD, everything started triggering, and I was a state. And I remember, like, how am I getting over this? Like, I have 2 mental illness. Like, this is retarded. And, I was too hard on myself. And that's exactly, you can't be like that, right? You just,
no. You're a human being.
Normal like everybody else.
You're a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And no, you're not normal. None of us are normal. Normal. What is normal?
I don't know.
Nobody knows. Right? Nobody knows the norm. Right? You're a Newfoundlander too. You can't be normal.
No, definitely not.
No. You're Newfie. You're not normal. Is there anything we missed? Tips? I think we covered almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next for you? Just keep doing what we're doing?
What?
What's next for you? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing? Is there any other things that you like to try? Are you interested in trying?
I don't know. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty content what I'm at now. Me and my dog, we're loving life, and
you have a dog.
This is how it is. Yeah. Well, there he is.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You take the dog for walks?
He's my therapy dog, I call him, because he knows exactly when I'm down and out.
Yep, I have a dog too, and the reason, one of the reasons why I got the dog is to get me out more, to take the dog for walks. So I'm just so used to going for nature walks now. I often do a live video, just me and the dog, on PTSD Buddies, just for fun. Right?
Now, I think I picked the wrong dog to do that, because my dog don't like walks, so.
But do you find that the dog can almost tell when you're triggered or when you're feeling down?
Yeah. He knows. Like today when I came home from Costco and Walmart, I came home and I just laid all the groceries in the kitchen, and he just looked at me, and he jumped up on the couch and said, okay, mommy, sit down with me, right?
Yep.
Like he knew that I just need to breathe. Like, it was weird. I was like, oh, God, what's wrong?
Yeah, so many of us have an animal,
what he wanted me to do.
Yeah, so many of us with mental illness have some kind of animal or pet that really helps. It is amazing how great animals are. Well, I don't have any more questions. Is there anything else you want to say to the people that are watching before I let you go and let you get back to your life?
No, that's not it. Just love yourself. That's about it.
Love yourself.
Don't be down out and out on yourself.
Better words were never spoken. We have to love ourselves more. We have to do things that we find fun. We deserve it. Too often we think we don't deserve things. We don't deserve happiness. We don't deserve fun.
Exactly.
And that's bullcrap. You deserve it.
Right.
You deserve fun. You deserve to be happy too. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It is so true. Thank you so much, my love, for having a chat with me. It was a lot of fun. I did a lot of laughing on this one. All right? And keep me posted on how you're doing. And if you ever want to do another chat, let me know.
All right.
All right.
Okay, thanks, Jamie.
Take care. Cheers now.
Bye.
Well, there you go, everybody. Thanks for watching my chat. I really love doing these chats. And if you want to have a chat with me, just send me a message and we'll get together and we'll do one of these chats. All right? If you want to catch the live version of these chats and you're watching this now and you missed the live version, I think if you just go to my Facebook account and hit the follow me button, I think you can get notified when I go live. There is a way. I'm not the best at Facebook, but there is a way that you can follow me on Facebook and in our PTSD Buddies group, and you'll catch the live version of these buddy chats, and you can join in the conversation. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.